Hi, once again. Great to have you with us. I'm Jeff Smith. This is Leading Edge. Coming up in just a bit, Ohio gubernatorial hopeful Heather Hill. Ohio voters will soon decide who leads this state, and one of the Republican candidates says it's time for a major shift in direction. GOP gubernatorial candidate Heather Hill next. All right, welcome back. As Ohio heads toward a pivotal governor's race, voters are weighing not just party, but vision, leadership, and results. This week, I had the chance to speak with Republican gubernatorial hopeful Heather Hill, and we began with her answering, who is Heather Hill?
Heather Hill is not a politician. I'm not a politician. I'm a regular, everyday American. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a wife, a military mom, a foster parent, and I'm someone who understands what it's like to struggle and fight every day to be heard. Always been a conservative. I've always been a Republican. I have, for the last 25 years, helped out with other major Republican campaigns. Being a black woman that's a Republican and supports President Trump, it is not an easy road
Why stay in it? It's an uphill battle. Why stay in it?
because we're fighters. We are fighters, and this is our party. I helped build this party. I even worked on the Kasich presidential campaign with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and we have became great friends over the years. We don't give up. We do not give up. This is a party that allows us to be conservatives. It allows us to be Christians. So I will not leave my party. I'm going to fight as long as I have breath to make sure that the Republican Party is heard and it's represented well.
I know manufacturing is important to you. Why would somebody pull the lever for you in Northwest Ohio just
Well,
based on that?
well, Northwest Ohio, I have spent a lot of time in the Toledo area and the surrounding counties, campaigning. I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. But one thing that I'm hearing people talk about is making sure they have clean water, making sure that they have industry back. My husband was affected. He worked at AEP and he was affected by the Obama restrictions that shut down his plant. And I understand that Toledo and that area have such a potential because they have everything that you need to have strong industry and manufacturing there. So there's so much that you have to offer that is just not being capitalized on because people don't truly care that are in government now. They don't truly care about what's happening with the regular everyday workers and the fact that we want good paying jobs. The property tax issue is big in your area as well. A lot of our baby boomers are losing their homes. People cannot afford their homes, and that is in every county in Ohio. Every county is struggling right now, and that's why I am so supportive of property tax abolishment.
Walk us through exactly how you would replace the billions in revenue for local schools, roads, services, places like Wood or Lucas County that we brought up without hiking income or sales taxes.
As you know, I used to be a school board president. I understand how to make things work on a small budget. I was a school board president in the poorest county, one of the poorest counties in Ohio. Like, I understand all of that, and that's why it's so important to hire someone for this job that understands what it's like to fight and to serve, because we are going to come up with regular everyday solutions. Like, one of the things we have a 3-ring binder that's this thick of ways we're going to doge Ohio to make sure that no one suffers with our first responders, with our education system. But there are so much waste. There is so much waste. Do you know that we have 611 school districts for 88 counties? 88 counties. That's ridiculous. That is 611 superintendents, 611 treasurers, 611 everything.
So what's the solution?
The solution is to doge. We do not need that many school districts. We do not need that many school districts. That's such a waste.
Do
And I
they
mean,
merge?
I'm sorry.
Do they merge?
Absolutely, we merge. We merge area school districts together. There is no reason why we should have that many.
I want you to finish this sentence. Data centers are.
Data centers are unfair in communities that do not want them. They should never be forced on communities that do not want them. There's a lot of problems with the data centers. For one, using up the water supply. I have lived for the last 25 years having to haul my water on the back of a truck because we don't have good water in our area where our farm is, where we built our home. What's going to happen is if we allow them to use our water table, everyone in Ohio is going to be hauling water.
The proponents, right, they say there's a closed loop system that draws in 30,000 gallons, which they say is the equivalent of 2 Hilton hotels, or 2 Hampton Inns, I should say, every single day. And they cycle that water. You don't buy that.
No, I don't buy that at all. Not only that, it's taking away our farmland. It is taking away our water system, but it is also the health risk that we are so uncertain about. These are problems that we are creating by allowing these data centers to come in. We are creating these problems for our grandchildren.
We hear again and again in the media, we hear about the donations. Your opponent, obviously a self-made billionaire. How have you been able to keep this going?
This is the number one thing I want to say, and I hope that this stays in this interview. The Lord Jesus Christ has provided everything that I need for this campaign. And I mean that with 100% of my heart. He has come through like you would not believe. We take pride in being the lowest government campaign in the United States for the lowest amount of donations, money that we have brought in, because we don't ask for money. Unless we absolutely need something, we do not ask for money because we know people are struggling. Why do we need to have millions of dollars sitting in an account so we can brag about it on social media? That money is from hardworking Americans. There is no excuse.
Her website, fightlikehill.com. We're back right after this.